Greetings, Lego friends, and how we doing today? I decided to redo this most recent video. I got a little bit off track, and I really just wanted to revisit the status and condition of my Lego MILS road plates. So I made a video about a year ago as I was just starting to use the new Lego road system, and I decided thankfully early on that I was going to make everything on MILS plates, including my modulars, just so that I could easily move them around. And you can see how great these are to grab as a section and how solid they are and easy they are to move. And I can tell you immediately that I'm very happy about that decision. The big problem, which I knew even then, is that making anything into a MILS plate can be pricey. You've got to have a 32 by 32 base plate, which simply just gets completely covered up. You've got to have 2 by 2 and 2 by 3 bricks underneath, and then you need plates. These here, so 4 by 4, yeah, 4 by 4 plates, and to cover a whole MILS plate for, say, a base of a modular. It's like 64 of these, right? Yeah, it's 8 times 8, 64 of these. That's a lot. So I started making my MILS plates, and then I got a connection here locally to purchase a lot, thousands of these 2 by 2 and 2 by 3 non-Lego bricks. So a teacher had purchased these and used them for teaching students for about 2 years, and she literally had them just sitting in her garage collecting dust. If nobody had bought them, she was just going to probably throw them away or donate them somewhere. I don't know, but she was stuck with them. So I got them all for about 2 cents a piece. And there's actually a small number of them I probably won't be able to use at all because they're very oddly sized. But in this case, I went ahead and made some MILS Roads plates where I used both a Lego base plate and, as in this case, a non-Lego base plate. And then I used Lego bricks like this yellow, and I used non-Lego bricks like these white. And these have been in my city now for about a year. They've been moved around. I've played with them quite a bit. I've changed the sidewalks, made drainage here. So I've played with them quite a lot, and I just want to report back that they are working just fine, fantastically. I don't notice any warping or pieces bulging out. Here and there, I might see a piece that's kind of sticking up a little bit, and I realized that I probably didn't push it down in the first place. But that's rare, and in this case, I didn't find anything whatsoever wrong with this. And this guy looks great. This one has got all Lego plates here, the 4x4s. In fact, on all of my MILS plates for bases or roads, I'll be using Lego 4x4 plates on top here. And then, of course, the new Lego road system. So really, underneath, I've got a mix of some Lego and some non-Lego. And these base plates that I bought were from Amazon. And I believe the company, I want to say Lenovo, but there is another one out there as well that these base plates would be about $2 a piece, as opposed to the prices on Lego, which can be pretty steep unless you can find an amazing deal. So I just wanted to address that because that's probably my most watched video, and there were a couple comments there that did concern me. One of them was about the video itself when I was attaching the road plate to the base plate. Someone had commented that using non-Lego was not a good idea because I was struggling with it. But the only reason I was struggling was because I didn't have a solid surface, and I was trying to attach this road system, which has 9 different multi-stud plates underneath it, to one base plate. So that's a struggle with either a Lego or a non-Lego base plate. And the trick there is just to hold them like this and pinch them together. You have to do that with either Lego or non-Lego. It's just too many studs trying to meet at one time. So that is not a concern. The other one was a little bit more disconcerting. A viewer said that I believe it was he had started building his city before the Lego road plates were even out, quite a long time ago, and he had mixed some Lego and non-Lego, and it became problematic in his city, and he didn't go into detail about where that Lego and non-Lego was. But more importantly, he said just focusing on things other than having fun, he lost his passion for the city and was really disappointed. So I feel badly about that for him. Again, I don't know where he was mixing Lego and non-Lego, but the only place I have it in my city is in my roads and then in my MILS plate bases for my modulars. So that means for my modulars, the first floor, the top of it is all Lego, and I match the floor color of the modular that I bought. So if it had a red floor, which I think the Palace Cinema, that one might possibly be red, I make my MILS plate, and then I use 4x4 plates or bricks like this in red to match the floor. Even if it gets tiled over, I want to still match that color for my modulars. So I've bought a lot of Lego 4x4 pieces like this in all different colors. And there's still some that I'm missing for some of the modulars out there. But at any rate, just wanted to report that these are working wonderfully. I'm happy with it. It's quite a mix. I think I've figured out what I need to do long term. I will be just using in my MILS plate, which are just going to be base plates. They're going to be bases really of modulars and roads. I'll be using a mix. Some Lego base plates that I have already purchased and some non-Lego base plates I bought from Amazon because they're so cost effective. And then I'll be using some non-Lego 2x2 bricks, probably a lot of those, and 2x3. You need them all the way across the MILS plate underneath. And then on top, I'll be using these Lego 4x4 bricks to finish them off. And if that becomes problematic, I'll address it and bring it up in a future video. But again, these have been around now for about a year, and I'm really happy with them. This sidewalk here and here, I'm just still playing with these. There's so many options you can do for sidewalks, and what I'm really stuck on now for moving forward, of course, as you can imagine, is the lighting scenario, right? So there can be a street light that goes way up here. It could be lit. Otherwise, the ones Lego provide do glow in the dark, which is kind of neat. But I have sidewalk lamps, which aren't really tall enough necessarily to be street lights, and they are wired. And the nice thing about MILS plates is I can run those wires down in here and then down under my modular and out the back, and I can have street lamps, but they're really almost more like sidewalk lamps. I really think, I guess, talking about it out loud now, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm seeing now folks are actually making working street lights for their cars. That's really cool. And that's something I might consider way down the road, but that's pretty complex. I don't know that I'd really need to or want to go that far. So for now, I'll probably just stick with these lit lamps that are wired and can run back. You can buy a lamp that's lit that has a little battery box here and a switch, so it's self-contained. I just don't like the look of that. It just looks too bulky and big. I like the idea of hiding my wire underneath and just having a lamp there that's lit up. So that's it. I will post the link above to my Lego MILS plate road video I made back in July, I think, of last year on here. And hope y'all are doing MILS plates. If you decided not to for some reason, I'd love to hear about it. If you're using them, maybe you're using a different method, would love to hear about that. But at any rate, I really appreciate your support. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next one.